starting this channel. Hi, my name is Stephanie and this is Cafe Crochet. I'm going to do a Q&A today, questions from ChatGPT, while I both crochet some flowers and finish the flowers that I've started on. Some sunflower, rose, just finishing up. I had a hydrangea flower, don't know where I went, but that was a lot of time, so I need to find it. Okay, so I put these petals on wrong. I wasn't paying attention to my placement, so as you can see, I need to add one here and one here. Let's do that now. So I'm gonna put this on here as the base of the rose. Oh, that's so pretty. So first question I will answer is, where did I come up with the name? Trust me, not the easiest. Came up with a lot. Most of them were already used. But I like making different coffees, or learning how to make new coffees. I'm into espresso, so at some point I'll be posting some of that content. So at a cafe you can order sandwiches, you can order drinks, specialty drinks. So this will be like specialty crochet items, different items you can order off the menu, that sort of thing. So that's where I came up with the name for Cafe Crochet. How did I start crocheting? Well, you can thank my sister-in-law for that. She one day came downstairs with a cute little bag for my daughter, and I was like, oh, I want to crochet. And suddenly, here's where I am. Yarn galore, projects galore. Just so happy that I stumbled across this. And I've been doing it for, I always tell people like 6 months, but I don't know exactly when I started it, but it was last year. And it was in Florida. Every day is hot, so I don't remember if it was the summer or spring. Don't remember. But I started last year, and I watched a YouTuber called Tiani Asada, and she said, if you want to just start crocheting, don't just do like simple beginner projects. Do intermediate, do hard. Once you learn the stitch, you basically got it. So that's what I did. I learned the stitches that I needed to learn, and any project is doable, in my opinion, if you work hard to try to figure it out. So that's the origin story for me. So the types of videos that I probably will be posting are me just making different things. So I'm challenging myself to learn how to make one different flower at a time, whether that's 2 in a week, 1 in a week, 3 in a month, whatever that means. So I started off with these sunflower, which again, I haven't finished putting together yet, but I started off with the sunflower. And when doing this, I learned that I need to get different color wire, because if you look here, you can see that the green shows through. So if I decided to sell this to anyone, I would need to consider getting different color wire. So I started off with this one, and next flower was this one. I believe it's called, hold that thought, I'm back. Okay, so this is the iris flower. The tutorial used these colors, so that's what I use, but the next time I make it, I'm gonna do a purple, dark purple, black, using the dark colors, because a lot of iris flowers are those colors. And then I made this one. Next time I'll use like a thicker wire on this one, so it's not so floppy, but then again, it also is really cute. Also made it too long, so I have to cut the stems if I were to sell these to people. Then my very first set of flowers I made with acrylic yarn, regular 4-weight, were just some simple lavender. I haven't glued these on the stick yet, but a bunch of lavenders, this, and then I used like a fluffy yarn from the Dollar Tree. So those just sit on my desk. I haven't glued them onto the wires yet because I'm not sure that I will, but I made those. And the next flower that I'm working on is this for the sunflower. I'll put it together later, as I said. So I have these leaves to go to the flower. Wow, this looks really realistic. I have 2 leaves to put on, and I'm going to wind it. While I am winding it, so yeah, while I'm winding it, I'll continue on. I am going to be making different projects. There are a lot of things that I've sold, a lot of hats, bags. Recently I sold like a tomato keychain, a ladybug keychain. So I do sell items, but the flowers are not for sale as of yet because it's all new to me, so I'm learning how to do it. Crochet inspiration. Honestly, I watch Cameron Kane, which I'm sure a lot of people do. Her friend Briley, love Briley's videos. Underrated. Love her energy. Love her videos. She is also fairly new to crochet and are trying different things as she goes. Trusting the process and trusting herself. And then Passionate Kelsey. I think everybody watches her. She does more crocheting now versus knitting, in my opinion. But Passionate Kelsey. And there's a couple other like videos I see on Instagram. There's a set of sisters, I'm not sure their name. There's the girl who crochets big animals for people. And then Knit the Duck is a flower crocheter, and Made with April is also a flower crocheter. And she just she doesn't do a lot of tutorials. She just goes through like her market days and things like that. So those are my inspiration as of right now. Knit the Duck, 1000%. So those, I would say, are my inspo crocheters. What do you hope viewers will take away from your crochet channel? Well, I am not quite sure. I'm not quite sure, but I listened to like a bunch of different Q&As on people saying, oh, how to start a YouTube, how to start a business. And the very first thing they say, start. We all started somewhere. I am not trying to be big, but I do want to share what I'm doing. My family sees it all the time. They're a little bit over it. My husband, for one, probably number one. Me sharing every little thing that I do. But I want to share. I want to build a community. I want to be a part of communities of people who crochet. That's about it on the crochet front. So just looking to build a community of people who are also starting, whether they're starting a channel or just starting to crochet. I don't know that I'll be posting like patterns or tutorials, but I just want to build a community. So for people to feel like they're not alone in starting, they're not afraid to start, they just do it. So yeah, that's that. Okay, so questions about the materials that I like the best, that I like to use. This is an 8/4 yarn from Hobie, and I love their yarn. Now, I am switching to H/6 for the flowers because this yarn is super fine, which works for smaller flowers, which will work for my baby's breath and things like that. But I think that I want my flowers to look a little bit bigger. So because of that, I'm going to switch the weight yarn that I'm using. But for price, I like Hobby Lobby. And then I like Michael's yarn. I like it. I used it first. Their acrylic yarn for my hats. That was my go-to place to get the yarn. But now I live very close to Hobby Lobby, almost pass it every day, and that's probably where I'm going to get any like cotton yarn that I'm using for any products are definitely going to be Hobby Lobby. My favorite hook size, I like a number 2 for my flowers. I did put this in resin, so it has a couple like flowers in it. So I like using a number 2 for my flowers, and probably a 5 or 4.5 for my projects. As a new crocheter though, I would suggest to use acrylic because cotton is a little bit more expensive, and unless you're like making a bag or something that needs to keep its shape, then acrylic is cheap. I won't suggest buying from Dollar Tree. It is $1.25, but it doesn't make that much, and then you end up spending more money on a smaller amount of yarn when you could have just went and got a single skein from Hobby Lobby or Michael's. I did learn that the hard way. The hardest project I've ever made, probably flowers. Because they're intricate and you want them to look good and you don't want them to have gaps and holes. Your tension has to be right. The stems are the hardest part, so they don't look bulky. But I would say that. Otherwise, I've made tops and blankets, which were pretty standard, double crochet, single crochet. I haven't gotten into the crazy patterns yet, or it's crazy stitches yet. Am I a fast finisher or start a lot of projects at once? I'm a fast finisher. I like to finish what I've started on some projects, on most projects, so that I don't have like yarn just laying around waiting to be worked. I don't like to have a whole bunch of whips. So I'm a fast finisher. Do I prefer to crochet while watching TV, to music, or silence? TV for sure. Right now I am rewatching Scandal, and I'm on the last season. Let me tell you, that show has worked my nerves. I've had to stop a few times, come back to it, stop in the middle of an episode, come back to it. But Shonda Rhimes knows what she's doing. That's the thing about her. And then let's see, some fun personal questions. Do I remember my very first crochet project? Yes, it was a green hat because my high schooler was dressing up as Orange Blossom for Halloween, and she needed that orange hat for Orange Blossom, and we were not going out to buy it. We were making it, and that's what I made. It was really cute. Green hat, that basically was the protege to the orange hat. Coffee, tea, or yarn in hand? Coffee for sure, yarn for sure. This is an iced coffee. Nescafe and protein vanilla milk. One fun fact that people might not know about you. Well, people that I work with think that I'm extrovert because I'm a Leo. Sometimes it's a good or bad thing. But I network. I know how to network. I know how to get along with people. But when I'm at home, I don't want to be around nobody. I don't want to talk to nobody. And 9 times out of 10, I'm canceling those plans. I am staying at home. Unless it's my best friend. In that case, she can get me to do pretty much anything. I think that might be it. My favorite hobby besides crochet. Well, it used to be reading, but I don't read that often. I'll listen to an audiobook, which in the beginning I did not like listen to audiobooks, but now I'll listen to an audiobook. If it's good. If it's not good, I'm not listening to it. Right now, it's mainly crochet. Any free time that I have or my kids will allow me to go and crochet, I'm crocheting. So that is it. Oh, for age, my birthday just passed. I am 35 years old. And here I am starting a freaking YouTube channel. Hopefully you follow along. Hopefully you like what I'm posting. I plan to post once a week. My next video will probably be, honestly, more crochet flowers. But today, we are almost done with this rose. Not sure if I like the wrapping, but this is for me. So I can perfect that on a later day if I wanted to, if I'm selling it. It's not terrible, but could be better. Next up will be me crocheting some cherry blossoms. I have to do cherry blossoms and a daisy. But I will do probably the cherry blossom first. I think I really want to learn how to do that. So I'll do the cherry blossom first, and then I'll do the daisy. So I'll see you guys when I move on to the next flower. Bye. Okay, I'm back. And sadly, I lost my hydrangea. It must have fell out of my bag. I don't really know, but I don't have it anymore. And I'm sad because that took a while to make. I didn't attach it to the stem yet, but I needed to fix the leaves because the tutorial that I followed, the leaves were like far too big for the one little flower, and it was like wonky, which this worked for some flowers. This would be like the perfect texture for some of the flowers in real life, but not the hydrangea. So I've been working on starting the cherry blossom, which calls for these colors, and I did one of them, and this is what it looks like. Excuse that. This is what it looks like. So imagine all of these on a brown stem. So imagine all these on a brown stem. So I'll be working on these. I don't know how many I need to do, but I'll be working on these, and in my next video, because I will not be able to finish this before I finish this video, I will show you guys my finished product. But for the finished product of the flowers that I did work on today, rose with its leaves and a stem. Beauty, she's great, she's demure, she's classy, she's can I get a rose? Anyways, that's her. And then the only thing I did on this was secure this a little bit more. I have to burn off the frayed edges, but secured it a little bit more on the iris. Beautiful, beautiful iris. And then lastly, I finally put a stem on this sunflower. You'll never be too much. So yeah, did the sunflower. This is supposed to be a lighter brown, but I didn't have any yarn like that on hand. All right, that's it, guys. I will be probably posting short form content of those flowers and working on a bunch more of these. Thank you so much for those whoever just has to watch this video. I really do appreciate it. And I will be posting another video sometime soon. Bye.